petty all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey y'all, it's your favorite ladies back with another episode, Petty Party Podcast. It's your girl, Paulette, coming out the set. What's good?
Hey y'all, it's your girl, Shell, aka Egypt if you nasty.
Hey everyone, it's just Nick checking in, and we have a special guest with us today. We're gonna allow him to introduce himself.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm Tukay from the Love and Sip Hop Show. If you know, you know.
Okay.
All
And
right.
if you don't
All right
know,
with the
now
intro?
you know.
Nigga.
Well, we are so excited to have you. I feel like whenever we put out content, whenever we do something like on social media, you're there like challenging us.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Damn,
step of the way.
what's the introduction?
yeah, so we gotta. I feel like this is gonna be a really spicy episode.
But I will say, you have really good energy though, because I was
do.
really expecting you to come on here with some like modern woman, type
No,
shit.
yeah.
But you like,
Nah, I ain't one of them guys. Like,
Yeah.
I love women.
Yeah.
So I just don't like, everything that's being said unchallenged.
He did say that in a comment. He's like, this
Unchallenged.
sounds so good unchallenged. I'm like, damn, all right, we hear you.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our motto.
Wait, but no, before we start, how's everybody doing today?
Oh, good. I mean, it's early.
it's
Which-
early.
Y'all are gonna see this, and like, yeah, we're not so used to recording this early, but I'm trying to get better at like waking up early and actually utilizing my day. So
You don't mind.
I'm trying to get better. Yeah.
Not on Saturdays though. I wake up early Monday through Friday, so much I can't. My Saturday's like I need a midday. I need to start midday. You know what I'm saying? So, what about you, 2K? How you feeling?
I'm good. Like, so I'm an early bird, and so we moving.
Okay.
Yep. So we moving. So the wife got the kids. So like, to me, I'm actually escaping dad to do this.
Oh,
right
you get that. This is a break for you.
Yeah,
Okay. I love it. All right, Michelle, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, feeling great.
Okay. And I'm doing amazing. Honestly, I'm not a morning person, but I am today. But yeah, we're going to go into the motto, which is mind or the other.
Is it that?
And so, excuse me?
I don't know if that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So someone wrote in, being in a relationship is scary these days. So basically, me and this guy I've been cordial with finally meet up after texting and talking on and off for like 3 years, even though we are from the same hometown.
Meet up after 3 years? That's a
It'd be like
long
that
time.
Scary.
back in the day.
Scary.
Honestly, I didn't think much of it meeting him because honestly, at the time, I did not care if he was going to be my new sneaky link. Yes, y'all, I am early 20s. So
Wait, y'all was talking for 3 years just to promote him to Sneaky Link?
Like, what? Hey, what?
That's how you know dating is in hell. Because like,
That's
but what we're
crazy.
aiming
She said
for.
early 20s. I feel her.
That's wild.
Probably
Okay,
getting proposed.
okay, we'll talk. We'll talk when it's okay. Yes,
Lord.
y'all. I'm early 20s, so sneaky link culture is still strong in my age group. So I finally meet him, and it was cool. Until he told me that he actually has a girlfriend and that he's in love with her. He just wanted to basically cheat because he did not get a chance to explore.
Yeah.
Because he's always been in a relationship.
Those are going to be the men that are
College.
looking for Sneaky Links.
Yeah, and honestly, he wasn't the best looking some years ago. I was shocked because I'm like, you were in love with your girlfriend, but you want to cheat on her? I've never met anyone that was openly honest about this. I felt so bad for his girlfriend, and I ended up leaving. This is why being in a relationship scares me, because someone can profess their love for you to other women, but still want to disrespect you by cheating on you. What are your thoughts?
See that I can see, because I will say, even me, like when I was younger, I had like a lot of guy friends, and I feel like that's what scarred me as far as like entering into relationships, because I would see how they was handling some of the relationships they was in, and I was
Right.
like, men are capable of being all in love, and they will turn around and fuck on a random bitch they don't
Right.
even know. You know what I
Right.
mean? But at the same time, you have to understand, like, that's where discernment comes in.
Right.
So at the same time, like, the person who you're looking for in a sneaky link, it's not gonna have the same qualities as someone who you're looking for in a boyfriend. You know,
Right.
unless you stay with that sneaky link too long and they turn into a relationship. So you have to just have discernment.
I don't know. I feel like, man, yeah, because I've been in that situation. Like, you could be dealing with a man for so long, and like then they just up and go move on to something else, but then they're still in your phone. They're still reaching out you for advice. They're still wanting to talk to you about certain things. And it's like, so why don't you be with that person then? why are you with the new person? You're not really interested in them. You like the idea of this new person, but you really want to be where you was at. You know what I mean?
But the crazy part is, I think that's the difference between women and men.
Yeah.
I think that
You have no boundaries.
No, I think that women, you know what's so crazy? I think that, like she said, she's really open about all she wants is a sneaky link. And she's very like honing in on like that's what she wants. Whereas I feel like a man wants to have his cake and he wants to eat it too.
I mean, it's your cake.
But at the same time, it's your cake, but then you involve other layers into it. You bring this girl into it, and you bring this girl into it, and then next thing you know, you've scarred this one, and they got to go back out into the dating world, and now they're scarred, and they have trauma from their past. Like,
right.
I feel like men do not think about some of their actions and how that actually affects people later on down the road.
So keep in mind, she really don't care that he got a girlfriend.
No, she does.
She don't.
She does. She cares because the thing is, I think that she cares because she just wanted him to be a sneaky link. But when she found out he had a girlfriend,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. She never really cared that he had a girlfriend. She just didn't want to be second other to nobody. She was coming in on a sneaky link position.
no,
She didn't care about what he was doing.
just because
after
you're
that.
a sneaky link doesn't mean that. It means
Why would I
that,
be a
Sneaky link is like behind the hidden. Like
yeah,
it's not
but
outside.
It doesn't mean that the other person has to be in a relationship to be a sneaky link. I think a sneaky link just means, hey, it's like friends with benefits.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're a friend, don't be worried about my girlfriend.
No, because I feel like, okay,
Or
friends,
anything else.
This is how I feel. Friends with benefits. This is my definition. So if I'm friends with benefits with somebody, you and I are friends with benefits. That means that you might be dating other people. Doesn't mean you're in a committed relationship. So for me, I think that you can be like, yes, dating, but once you find someone that you want to commit to, that means that you're going to relay that message back to me, and we're going to stop having benefits.
So listen, so in that predicament, I feel like if she gonna have a sneaky link, she need a sneaky link with a boy, with a girlfriend. Because I know it sounds crazy, but let's do the math. Do you want a sneaky link that's out here fucking the world, or you want a sneaky link that's out here fucking one other girl?
Neither.
But you got, it's gonna happen.
No, it's not.
Like, okay, with all these STDs out here in the world, your sneaky link is running rapid.
But the thing is, that's the thing though. I think that's very possible to have a sneaky link, and it's just y'all two having sex with each other.
No,
and y'all
that's not a sneaky
y'all are
link.
dating other people. But just because you're dating doesn't mean you have to be fucking.
But that sounds so perfect, but that's not realistic.
It's not real. It's almost
all.
like, excuse my smacking y'all, but to add to his point, it's almost like you're a company and you're hiring a part-time position, and then you find out the person who got the job has another full-time job, and it's like, oh, I don't want them to have a full-time job because they may prioritize that job over this job, and it's like, but you know that somebody who has time for a part-time job is not just going to have a part-time job.
Right.
The reason they only want a part-time job is because they probably have something that has the majority of their time and all the other stuff. If a guy agrees to be a sneaky link, he doesn't want anything more. There's a reason why he doesn't want anything more from you, but he's giving you that much time. It's because there's somebody else who is attending to all his other needs. So I feel like if you're solely looking for a sneaky link, he's right. Like, in the back of your head, you have to know there is a possibility that this guy has something that is occupying the rest of his time. That's why he doesn't mind hitting you at 1 o'clock in the morning. And that's probably why you don't mind hearing from him at 1 o'clock in the morning, because more often than not, there's going to be someone else who's occupying the majority of your time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that
Good explanation.
I mean, it's still fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
still
fucked
all
up.
ends.
Don't get me
all
wrong.
ends.
Yeah, but I feel
But-
like when you put yourself in a position where I only want a sneaky link, like that's the risk that you run.
But I just don't. My question is why 2K?
Okay.
Why are men like that? Like, why are not saying you're like this? You're married, but I'm just saying men. Why is it that like I said before, y'all will literally be with someone, dealing with them, then you up and decide because one day y'all just get tired of seeing green, so you want to see red, and you go to red, and red is not fulfilling you the way green was. So you're gonna be always going back. Okay, can you help me with this? Can you do this? But it's like you have red now. Why is red not?
And not
why are you not consulting red on this now?
I
You
want
know
to
what I'm saying?
piggyback off of that. Let me ask you: is it possible to cheat and still love your person that
Men
you're with?
have sex with no
course.
feelings.
Listen, so I think y'all comparing the wrong things. And I tell women this all the time because the greatest thief of joy is comparison. All right? Red don't need to worry about blue. Blue don't need to worry about yellow. Okay? I'm not coming to you or for the lack of her, or her. I'm coming to you because you probably the best at these situations. So when dudes fuck off, we like to call that pussy to go. All right, just some fast food pussy, woo 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 woo. But we got the real coochie, the soul food, and the crock pot at home marinade. That's the shit that we can bring home, that we make at the house, that we slow cook. Like sometimes some pussy to go, it's okay. It's okay. I know. Listen, I'm a reformed cheater. I don't cheat no more.
Mm-hmm.
But I can give you an explanation to everything men go through. Like, and make it. I can make it sound to where y'all can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just on y'all to what y'all gonna want to do with this knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, as a reformed cheater, did you ever have guilt?
No. The only guilt that you have is if your partner find out and you hurt them. That's the guilt. I'm sorry because I hurt you. I'm not sorry because I got some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sorry because I got caught. I'm sorry because I hurt you and you found out.
So you're not really hurt. You're not really sorry that you hurt them. Because
no dude is sorry for getting some
the action
pussy.
is hurtful. So you're sorry they found out.
No, I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm not sorry that you really. If you found out because I was being sloppy, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay? But the real sorriness is coming from me inflicting pain on you, not from the action itself.
Right.
I'm going to be honest because dudes ain't going to tell y'all this. I don't got no dollars
I
in
realize
this fight.
that's what the sorry is about. It's not really
Yeah, it's not about that I fucked her because 9 times out of 10, he probably going to fuck it
do it
again.
again.
He's sorry that he hurting you and that you don't understand. So that's what it really was.
So then, like, okay, to shift things,
Okay.
2K, then they want to leave.
Disgusting.
They want to leave after you cheat on them.
Here come
Are
the
they
tears
selfish?
from the waterworks?
Yeah, okay, so let me explain that. All right. So now, if you took away the glue to y'all, because most side chicks, or I call them interns, are the glue to.
Hey.
An intern?
Yeah.
Watch your intern.
I go back to her reference. Okay, if I'm a Fortune 500 company, all right, it's levels to me. All right, got the CEO, got the person under that, you got another worker, then you got an intern. All right, the side chick, we treat them like interns. We are here to give you valuable lessons and time, so when you get your own boyfriend, you know how to manage them.
Real life. This is real life.
Fuck, please.
Oh my God.
Listen,
We need to make that one a
I
sound.
am
Wow.
as a man,
That's a
listen,
Not an
PSA.
internship.
listen.
From a nigga who's cheating on his girlfriend.
Yeah,
No, listen, we trying to put quality products in the world because, like, you can never come to me asking for a job with your resume.
Did you hear the motto? She is scarred to go into the relationship because she's like, I'm dealing with a nigga with a girlfriend.
She not scarred.
Yes,
she just
she
mad because
is.
she not number one.
No, that's not true. This is
like I'm
you
on
know
The
the crazy
Office,
part.
like-
You know what the crazy part is? I think that a lot of men think that they're more of a prize than what they really are.
I mean, heavy on that.
This is the thing.
Heavy on that.
Men really think that women are jealous of the woman that they choose to be like their quote unquote
Right.
main.
Right.
And what they don't realize is that
It's like-
a lot of single women are so much happier single
Right.
because they don't have to deal
deal with
with the
your
mess
ass.
from a man. I don't have to be worried about what's going on a man's phone.
Period.
I don't have to worry about catching a sexually transmitted disease because he
That-
decides to cheat.
Heavy on it.
I don't have to worry about any type of stress
Ever.
because I'm not with a man that's cheating and I'm not with a man, period. So I think that a lot of men, as I said, like I feel like men try to make it seem like they're this, like the God's gift to the earth, and they don't realize like y'all aren't. And women don't actually want to be your wife, or women don't want to be your main.
Like
we're not worried about it.
And I only reason I have to piggyback off that because it's like there are some guys I know that they feel like, oh yeah, she mad because I'm not with her, but it's like,
No.
I don't want to be with you. Like, look who you chose over me. That's crazy.
No, and
I don't
not-
want to be with you.
and not even
who wants
that.
to be with you.
And not even
you're not,
that.
You're not who you think you are.
This is the thing, and not
You're not who you think you
I'm like,
are.
whoa, that got real personal, girl.
You're not who you think you are. So it's like,
But-
it's never L on my part.
But not
ever.
even just that, but it's like, I think we also have to think about the motto. All she wanted was dick. And I feel like men have to realize, like, sometimes that's all y'all are good
Yeah.
for. Is
And
dick.
okay,
Some good
if you wanted dick,
Hard
why
dick
are
and
you
cash
worried
apps.
about anything else after dick?
Because the thing is, she doesn't want dick that's attached.
Okay, so now let me pause here. See,
Can we not
All
just
dick
have
is
sex?
attached.
No, can we
all
not?
dick is attached.
I don't think so.
All dick is attached.
I think that
I'll be
there-
honest, if you have a sneaky leak, if you have a situationship, that situationship has a situationship outside your situationship. It's never just y'all.
She trying to get
No one. That's too perfect. We're not in
I'll
that
be
world,
honest
and we are.
But But to
Come
be
on,
honest with
we're
you,
black. We're not doing that.
I really don't think that's always the case because I have found some men, and I actually have like a really good guy friend who does not want to be married. He doesn't want to be married.
No dude want to be married.
He doesn't want to be married. He doesn't even want anything serious. Like he is really happy with where he's at in his life.
Great.
The only thing that he's missing is like
Intimacy.
yes, like it, and he gets that from.
His different situationships.
But he may not have different ones. He
you
might
don't know
just
that
have
he's a
one.
guy. He's never gonna tell you he has multiple women he's fucking. See, that's that. No, guys are not gonna do that because now y'all are really good friends. He does not want you looking at him how you talking
That's
about
not
these
true.
dudes on camera. I'm serious. I'm so serious.
she's, like, see,
He's
like
not going to tell you that. But he
even
is
with
doing
women
it.
I was cool with in the past, like that's how we roll. Like if I was fucking her, I'm not for to tell her about what else going on. I'm gonna make sure you protected it, but I'm not for to do. Yeah, what for? What?
Why?
Why? Do you want me telling your business to them?
No, I don't think it's that. But I think it's also important to be honest to people that
I
you're
am
having
being
sex
honest
with.
by not saying nothing. I'm not gonna tell you about what you don't need to know.
There's levels to
You-
what I'm going to be honest about.
Yeah,
Like, I
if
don't
you
have
a
to tell you
sneaking
that.
link, why would I be telling you my business? You just hear it out the dark.
But people do that though. That's
No,
where pillow talking
so
comes
I
in.
was just going to say that because there's like I feel like there's levels to honestly there's levels to situationships because there are some situationships that are they say they're situationship but it's low key a relationship. Y'all talk like y'all console each other about everything, talk about everything under the sun. Like y'all low key in a relationship, you're just in denial. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to situationship because there are some situations where it's like we're just having sex. We are not even having side conversation. Then there are some situationships where they actually really talking business, talking about like y'all are actually getting so deep with each other. Low key, this is a relationship. Like it's not a situationship anymore. I feel like our society has tried to like redefine situationships, and I feel like the moment y'all start getting personal, it's not a situationship no more. Like y'all in a relationship.
See, I feel
You
that.
can't be getting like, come on, that's like
I feel that, but I would
blur
have to
lines right there.
I would have to disagree because I feel like it's just some niggas who would just talk about anything and share their business with anybody, and I think that it does cause confusion for the women. But I do
Yeah,
think
it
men are
does.
very black and white about relationships. I feel like they could be fuzzy about everything else, but when it comes to relationships, men
They're
are
quick
very
to, they're
clear.
quick to let you know that
Yeah,
you're not in
yeah,
a relationship.
Yeah,
It's-
no, they are so quick to remind you, we're not
like,
in a relationship.
and you have to, cause like the minute I drop out some good pipe or something, like you'd have forgot that I done told you everything, and I have to go read back and tell you, hey, don't you forget this, this, and this.
No, very
But that's a whole different.
That's so sick.
That's
Like,
a whole different conversation because men truly think they be just giving the best pipe in
No,
even real life.
it is really we're just there for the money. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's
That was a joke.
an inclusive
That was a
thing.
But y'all, okay, we could.
You said they go both ways.
We could talk about this for a very long time. I want to go
Right.
ahead and move into our petty chronicle,
Yes.
and of course, as you all know, this is our segment where we talk about something that's petty. And since we have 2K with us as a guest, I'm gonna pass that over to you. I want to hear a good one from you.
A good petty story.
Yeah.
And it could be where you're petty or with the other person's petty.
Nah, I'm petty, baby.
Okay.
I'm petty. Shout out to the petty pod.
Hey, what's good?
Okay, so one time like when I was probably like 20, 21. So this girl, if y'all know anything about me, I hate steps, anything like step parents, step stools, step daddies, I hate it. Okay. So I was talking to this one girl, she had a child. So I'm laying on her on the couch, we watching a movie, and her little boy come up to me and pop, hit me right in the face. So
She pops him in the face.
No,
he
hits her.
hit me in the face.
That's him.
Oh.
Yeah, so I look over at her, she laughing, and I look at him, he laughing too. I'm like, you ain't gonna do nothing. She was like, he ain't mean ooh, he meant it. All right. So I'm like, I got it, because I don't hit nobody else's kids.
Mm-hmm.
So the next morning on my way out, I went in the bathroom and I pissed all over the bathroom floor. And then I woke her up. I was like, hey, your little boy pissed all over the floor. And she whooped his ass. And I watched it.
What kind of child abuse?
Huh? No, that one child, yeah, she did kind of go too far with the ass whooping, but I didn't do it. So yeah,
You're diabolical.
stay in your kids' life.
That's crazy. His daddy needs to beat your ass.
No, for real.
I never touched him. I never
His daddy
touched
low-key
him.
need to beat her ass because why are you
Yeah.
beating your child over something the man told you? You should have said he's never done this before.
No,
That's crazy.
It was piss on the floor. So she didn't.
How old
whoop-
was he?
He was like 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
No.
Oh my gosh.
That's 4 or 5.
That's past petty.
He should be
Literally back
pissing
on
on
the
the
body
To be
roll.
floor.
honest with you, I think that is that should be like one of those things where you realize you really shouldn't be messing with women with kids.
That was
or like an age limit.
Yeah,
no, I don't think you should be messing with women with kids because if he doesn't like step anything, then you already know that.
I get what you mean.
I wasn't over there to be a step parent. I was over there to get some ass, but I had to play stepdad for a little while.
But
he wasn't even playing.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't. Not fair anyway.
No, I feel you. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, but the whole peeing on the floor and then you got to look back on a 5-year-old.
No, that's crazy.
That's petty as hell. That's just.
I'm petty.
I'm not gonna lie. I still feel that not to blame the one. I still really feel like it was her that was petty because I just can't imagine you beating a child over something that
he
some
pissed
guy
on the
told
floor.
you.
You definitely gonna
Who cares?
Over someone you're just getting dick from told you?
Yeah.
Sorry, no offense. I'm just saying. Like,
I'd be like, he's never done that before. I'd have a conversation with the child to be like, why are you
weren't embarrassed?
Like,
you should have just saved your kid in that moment and just like corrected it behind closed doors.
Yeah, she hit him because she was embarrassed, not because.
Yeah, she beat him up to like prove a point to you, and it's like that's even crazier.
And like, let you watch.
What?
No,
women. I'll say this again. We have to start doing better because that is crazy. Always choose your child.
Y'all gotta listen better to y'all kids because he was saying I didn't do it, and she
was not. This is getting worse.
Oh no! You about to open up the floodgates here? Like what?
This is getting worse. Okay, but speaking of a 5-year-old, I don't know if y'all been keeping up with this story where there has been a woman. She has a like a waxing company or a business, and she promoted her business by saying that her 5-year-old was doing Brazilian waxes on women. And at some point, I guess she said that like in a span of 8 hours, her daughter had waxed like around 24 vaginas. And so a lot of people were outraged by that.
And she posted pictures.
Yeah, she posted pictures. Like it was very apparent that that's what her daughter was doing. So I think there was a lot of outrage, but then there was also a lot of people that were like kind of understanding. But she did end up in jail.
No, she needs to go to jail because
Nikki,
at the end of the day,
actually no.
You are first off child labor laws.
Yeah.
Why is your child working 8 hours? But that works.
Around naked vaginas.
She's not licensed. What are you doing?
Just at 20, I had to think about the math.
She was really working.
I had to think about the math. I'm like, at 20, you divide that into 8. That's like almost 3. That's like almost 3 people an hour.
Per hour.
It was like
As
a little girl.
That's like that means that every 20 minutes she's seeing a new person. That's crazy.
And they're opening their legs for a 5-year-old to get between it and wax. That's crazy.
And not only that, how are you weeding out the people who are getting serviced by a client? Because people can sign up for the service simply to show their genitals to a child.
Yeah.
Like, how are you protecting your child in that moment? And then you're exploiting and posting pictures online of her doing it. Like, especially in the age that we're in of people being into, like, kiddie porn and shit like that. That's just so weird to market your business that way.
I feel like, okay, if they were like, oh, she was waxing brows, that's different.
That's different.
Waxing private area as a kid, that's disgusting. Like, y'all, what are we doing?
And posting a picture to the net with your child in between some woman's legs, I don't care what. That looks to wrong. Me, it looks like you are advertising your child for sex services. That's what it looks like to me.
I want to say that.
I don't care.
I get both. I get both points of view because in order to get good at something, you have to do it. And we like to teach our children skills at ages where they can learn. But at the same time, like to see an adult wolf pussy at goddamn me 7, 8 years old, that's scarring. I done seen some pussy that have made me be like, oh. So for a little girl to have to see and smell that, like that might be scarring on her life. So I feel the mama trying to get her daughter some hustle.
I don't feel her. Teach her how to wax armpits.
She's 5, or wait till she's old enough.
Teach her how to wax something else. Why is she doing Brazilian
waxes?
And you adults that sat there and opened your private area for a 5-year-old are fucking crazy too. Because I get Brazilian waxes, and I can't imagine laying on a bed. And if I see a kid, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, first of all, I'm calling the police myself because what the fuck is going on here? Like, it's a kid.
But not only that,
is weird. Why are we even having a conversation about a kid?
As an adult, knowing that there are multiple businesses that you can get your coochie waxed at, why would you decide that you're going to choose a business where you can get it waxed by a 5-year-old? What would be your actual motivation? What is the appeal of that business?
It was advertised that she was going to be doing the waxing, right?
Yeah. So what type of
that's like devil's advocate. Maybe they was returning clients and they weren't there for the advertisement.
No.
You said what?
Then it should be a closed business. But she's
returning
I'm saying, so maybe the people, I'm trying to get them some leeway. Maybe the people that was coming was customers anyway, and they wasn't there for the kid to do.
And you
it.
know what? And as soon as you saw
Yeah,
that it was
that
a
was
5-year-old about to
Cut
perform
the
the
act.
performance
Cut
or
it off.
the service,
No.
you should have closed your legs and gotten up
Because let
politely.
me be honest with you. In waxing, there's been times where they'll have someone that's new, like, okay, hey, do you mind me bringing this person in so I can teach them how to the stuff on you? And I have to give consent for that. Is that
Facts.
you're consenting a kid to wax you?
Yeah. I can't defend this one.
Right.
All right.
A 5-year-old to
that's
touch your
weird.
private parts?
That when I saw this, I'm just like, this is crazy. I can't imagine a 5-year-old waxing. That's weird.
Yeah, you hit it
I
on
wouldn't
the
even
head.
let my. Even if I had a kid, I'm not. No, y'all. We need to really stop exposing children to things, and honestly, we need to really just be
And,
careful
like,
what we're
and-
doing
and
with our kids
Over
and other people's
sexualizing children. I'm sorry,
weird.
like it's over sexualization of a child, because we have to think about it. People are like, oh well, you can see vaginas anywhere, but this is why I start to think about. Next thing you know, she's going to start to normalize seeing private areas so much that you never know. Like if someone touches hers, what if she doesn't
She's gonna think that's normal.
Now she's gonna think that's
wax,
normal.
I wax anyway.
I touch.
So
yeah.
This is normal for people to touch each other. Because kids are so, impressionable. Like they follow everything they see. You know what I mean? And like, there's just, I don't know, taking her innocence like that. So like, do y'all know like what happened to the mom? Is she still in jail? Like, what's
I just
going
know
on?
she got charged with like I think it was like child abuse.
Was it child endangerment?
or something like that?
Yeah,
I know it was a
good.
child
Yeah.
abuse charge, and honestly, it's rightfully so, because people and not even just that, people are. Why does everything have to go on the internet? In this case, I'm happy it did, because clearly, justice was served. But like,
Yeah.
that should be like, why would you even put that on?
Right.
You really
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Like I don't think the mom was all the way there because like, what are we really doing? You know what I mean?
Talk about, this is LLC. This is how you build generational wealth. How? What?
We gotta stop blaming everything on trying to build generational wealth.
Mm.
Gosh, like I'm getting tired of that.
By all means,
Literally,
like,
because like, yeah.
I can understand if you was like, this is my business and I put it in my daughter's name and when she gets to this age, like this business gonna go to, I can understand
Well,
that.
I
but-
think that was the thing, like, because
Mm-hmm.
I the reason why I say I get it, because I understand, like, you start them young, so you teaching the work ethic, you showing them how to do it, and then like at
But
that
you know
age,
what's crazy? You know they have like mannequins that she could practice on. You don't have to practice
have
on
her
live
sweeping the
bodies.
floors.
Literally.
I don't know. And like
or
you said,
running the
armpits.
register. Like
Not doing
these
something.
are administration. Like this is important.
I'm
not
sorry,
doing something that
Beyonce
was
You
Yeah.
don't
was
have to always be the worker.
Beyonce was like, let's look at Beyonce, let's look at DJ Khaled. They were putting their children as EPs at a young age because they were able to do that. It doesn't mean that they had them in there actually doing all the work.
Like
as
Blue
an
was
EP.
not in there saying, "All right, y'all go." She was not doing that.
She-
Her mom wrote her into that. Just that's how you build. That's generational wealth. But moving on to that, y'all. I know y'all probably saw the girl that went to the Omale concert and like he called her up on stage. Okay, let me just say, she was there with her boyfriend, and Omale asked someone to come on stage. You know,
boyfriend
she
of
was,
7 years.
yeah, of 7 years.
y'all
And she
be
went up
letting us
there
down, man.
and she showed her ass, right? So there are two sides to this. A lot, well, mostly women, are saying like, I don't see the issue in it. Like,
No,
it's
don't
just,
say mostly women.
not mostly, like,
Because everyone's been saying that, and I was like, I don't see mostly women saying
well,
that.
I mean, under
actually
the
don't.
comments that I read, I don't really like. It's a lot of us, like girls, like I mean, it's a celebrity, like why not? But it's like there are other people too, where it's like both men and women, like no, like that's a relationship, like you're embarrassing your partner, and like there's nothing he really can do about it. So then they try to tie in Kiki and her boyfriend, and they're like, you see, that's why we said that Kiki, she was wrong for what she did. But to me, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really see an issue with what Kiki did because Usher does that at all his concerts with people he knows. Like, look what he did at the Super Bowl with Alicia Keys. Like, that is something he does. And she didn't do that to embarrass him.
But even using Usher as an
Kiki
example.
wasn't bent over.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that to me was like
She wasn't.
orange and apple. Apples
She
and oranges.
wasn't.
You know
Her
what I mean?
face was.
And Usher himself
But
was
she
also
wasn't.
engaged at the time. So.
Yeah,
so-
she was not. She was not bent over. I think. Okay, here's
But they're
the
trying to
difference.
use Kiki's situation to justify why she did it. But
It's
to
the
me,
same situation.
It's not the same
It's not
situation.
the same situation.
Literally
think
at
so.
all. I think we're
I don't think
using
so.
Kiki's
so.
boyfriend's reaction
Yeah.
as like creditation to the issue
No.
because
No.
in actuality, Kiki did not do anything. Kiki got
didn't.
serenaded by Usher and he was
Yeah.
uncomfortable with the outfit she
He
chose
came
to
up
wear
to
to the
her.
concert.
She didn't go up to him.
I
That girl
get it.
left her boyfriend's side, ran up that stage, and started just.
And she did like a lap dance.
No, so with the Kiki situation and Usher, it was her reaction. She was fanned out about another dude.
Not
doing
another
this
dude,
to you.
Usher.
Thank you.
If Usher came in this room, you'd be fanned out. Be
That-
for real.
but-
If Trina came in this room, you'd be
Right.
fanned out.
Trina, no, she too
Uh,
old. No.
She's what?
Too old.
Okay.
I didn't fan out about no grandma.
No.
Okay, no. Trina's still
like 40.
fine.
Trina old.
But she's still
Everybody
fine.
want Trina?
Okay, then who's your
I don't
girl
know
that
how
you
she
just
is,
look up?
but-
Like, if she
It don't even have to be a girl. Let him stop lying. If Usher walked in this room
You be like, bro,
and said, "Let
bro,
me see your
yeah,
hand," you be
bro,
like,
Usher,
Yes,
Usher,
yes,
like,
Usher.
devil up, like, why you acting crazy? Hey, yo, Usher, man, you did your big one Super Bowl, like, you know.
I'm like, hey, shout out, bro. And give him a
nigga,
little dap.
shout out, bro.
Give him a little
Right.
dap, and I'm probably out to listen.
Right, you would make sure
Hey,
you stay in the room
if your
until he
man's
leaves.
if your man's fanned out about another dude, leave him, cuz.
What?
Leave him.
No, let man enjoy
like,
life,
leave him.
bro.
Can we stop that?
If LeBron walked in this room,
Yeah.
why would you not be fanned out?
Right.
Y'all fanned out over Kobe. Y'all were crying.
Listen, that's different.
No,
Why? Why is Kobe
All right.
different?
All right.
Let's touch it. Don't do Kobe.
But if so,
All right.
so if you met Kobe and you fanned out, you expect your wife to leave you?
No. Listen,
If you passed out, oh man, no.
listen.
This can't
As
be
a
my
man,
husband.
bro.
Like,
As a man, it is up to me to be well composed because I represent my girl. I represent my family at all times. I am not about to be fanned out by another dude, especially in front of other women. That's dead.
Why is that a big deal?
Because you can't be no groupie. Your girl catch you being a groupie for another man. Y'all leaving him.
Kiki was not being a groupie.
But no, speaking to the situation he painted,
Just being
like,
a good sport.
can you imagine your man, like, Future walks in and, like, he just starts acting crazy, like, just
You'll be
sweating,
looking at him
pacing,
like,
bro, Future, you be like, conduct yourself, like, what is going on here?
Yes and
you know what I mean? Like,
no. Yes and no. Because the thing is, it's like,
you can't be in a group. Like, Nikki, can you imagine
No
like,
one-
being in a room like this? Like, other couples are here and your man's the only one fanning out.
But just because you're
kind of
but just because you're
You be kind of
fanned out, I
embarrassed.
don't think that means you're a groupie. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The girl that I don't think it means you're a groupie. The girl that got on stage with Omalay, that was very groupie behavior because you, like I said, you were bent over. You were doing a lot of things. There was just a lot of things that you should not be doing, even if you didn't have a boyfriend there.
If
I
she
feel
had
like
a
she was trying to have a
boyfriend-
viral moment. That's why she did all that too. Like, she did extra stuff
to
for a
have
viral moment.
to have your boyfriend there of 7 years is wild. Like I would, if Omalay bent me over and my boyfriend was there, I'd be like, oh my god,
I'd be like, respect yourself. Like,
I would literally
What are
get
you
up
doing?
and just be like, okay, it's time to go.
Well,
I
listen,
wouldn't even bend over. Like,
I
there'll
give
be
her some
stiff.
props because at the end she did show some resistance, but she had already went too far.
Yeah,
But towards the end,
after
she
she
showed
done got-
resistance. She was like, "Nah."
After
nah,
he
nah,
done
nah.
dry humped her.
Yeah.
Right. Resist that.
But
Okay.
you got to think about like, bro, like his guys ain't gonna never let that down.
Ever.
Listen, so
Ever.
I'm gonna tell you how
On
dudes
principle, he
work.
has to leave her.
On
'Cause
principle.
Let's say you cheat on your dude. It's a possibility y'all could still work out if
His
nobody
friends
knows.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public humiliation is like, that's where you draw the line. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
now the
I'll be
world
hon-
knows
and I
I'm a
think-
clown.
I think that goes vice
goofy.
versa
I'm
for
a
man
clown.
and woman.
I
It's
looked
like,
at his face and he
Yeah,
was
no,
hurt.
he was like, and then like trying to laugh through her. I'm like, my guy,
He was hurt, bro.
just leave the concert.
You know what? The thing is,
leave the
He
concert.
did it by himself.
Hey, no, he should. I wanted to see a camera showing him just leaving.
No, they
No,
did.
he did.
He did.
I
by
saw him lean
himself.
over just like,
no, he walked out the
he was
concert.
walking
He
by
walked,
himself.
and she was trying to follow behind him.
And the girls was in the
girl,
huddle
you might as well
laughing at
stay
him.
and watch the concert. That's dead too. Like,
my
y'all
thing
done.
is for Omalay.
For Omalay, I was like, I'm an Omalay fan, but like,
What song does Omalay have out right now?
Bend.
Holy Ghost.
But Holy Ghost.
Are
but
we serious?
He has.
Don't do that.
The thing is, the song she should have already known what was
Bend you,
going to happen.
bend you. Like, that's
when
a sex song.
When she got up to bend you.
And I know her boyfriend was just like, what do you do? Like, out of all songs to get up on stage for, this is what you're doing it to.
Bend
Like,
you.
it's not like y'all are dancing side by side. He wants to be like sexual with you.
After the Usher conversation, I already had to talk with my wife. I was like, before you go up to that stage, make sure he got a house and everything for you. I'm serious.
The
'cause you
Usher
not-
conversation prompted a conversation.
Yes, it prompted a conversation just in
Wow,
case.
so this really rocked a lot of homes.
Yes, like,
Okay.
bro, because let's say I wanted to take her to the Drake concert and Drake called her on stage. I just want her to know that when you go up on this stage, make sure you got a house to go home to.
But
Because
my question
you're
is-
not
But
coming back to mine.
I'm sorry, but a lot of women will be in that situation. They're not going to behave like that. They're just going to be like, you know, they're really going to be scared, like, don't do that. My husband's
But
like,
not even just that. Why is it that Swiss Beats is able to be confident enough in his wife and the performance that she put up there with Usher and
he didn't care.
other men that aren't Swiss Beats
Okay.
don't have his accolades are over here, like you said, giving talks about if he better have
they
a
can't
house
even
and
sit.
home for you.
I
to,
mean, Swiss Beats is
Swiss Beats.
but also
remember how the
we don't know what
relationship-
happened behind
remember?
closed doors. For
Yeah.
all we know, he went in.
All you know
I'm
is
just kidding, I'm
he
just kidding.
probably
He
like
did it.
Usher went for his little clothing change, and that's why it took a little
I'll
while.
be-
He was like roughing him up,
No,
like don't
I-
do that shit ever again.
I
I don't
be-
know.
I'll
Like
be honest
do him
with you.
against the wall.
Let's
like,
be honest with y'all. Swiss Beats didn't do that.
We
And
don't-
I don't
Why
think
y'all feel like Swiss Beats is soft?
because to be honest with you, Alicia Keys wouldn't have done that without Swiss Beats
That's true.
acknowledgement.
Yeah, see, that's
before.
why I'm not tripping about that situation.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a little
Performance.
different.
So,
Yeah, it's a
so
performance.
that was very performative though.
Not Kiki. Alicia is a performer. They was performing. So off the top, we already know what's for to happen right there. The Kiki shit was some group it out fan surprise.
But
shit.
what was Kiki doing that was just so?
She didn't do anything.
so
All she did was
stand
turn to her girls like, "Oh my god, like
yeah,
what's he doing?"
it's that like,
She's like, "What is he doing?"
bro.
Like,
if
Usher,
I
what
catch
you
my girl,
doing?
listen,
They're
okay,
colleagues though. They know each other in the industry. Like, it's not like Usher's a stranger to her. She's probably
Okay.
like, "Usher, what are you doing?" Like,
so
come on.
if you and your man right there, and he see her, he like, oh, and he start glamorizing her with her face, how you feeling?
I'm not gonna really show myself in public, in front
Right
of
there.
cameras.
But when you get back to that
Yeah,
crib,
but was
what's
everything
up with
okay?
that?
Like, what was going on back there?
But if
But it's not gonna be a
if
thing where
my
I'm going-
significant other was fangirling over like a Beyonce,
yeah, I'm probably gonna be right behind him, like,
I'll just be like,
low key, she hot. She hot.
I'm not.
It is what it is.
I'm gonna hold my girl down. Like I'm not for the.
you
I'm
don't
not,
have a Beyonce. Like you're not gonna get Beyonce.
If,
so
if
it is what
Beyonce
it
tried to
is.
come in this room and give
Oh.
me some attention in front of my wife,
You're his
or
Beyonce.
just at all, I'm not. I gotta hold my gun down.
But I will say, and I hate saying this because sometimes it's like kind of divisive, but I do think culture kind of plays a part into it because I'm not gonna lie, especially the Nigerian culture, like it's really not that big a deal. Like if you see like because you could see a married couple and they could be dancing with different people
Yeah.
on the dance floor and it's not a big deal. And it'll
Yeah.
be, it's just the act of just like performing, entertaining, dancing, all the other stuff. There's no feelings involved. So I think that if you go out to a concert and I see like Rema come in and I decide to start dancing with Rema, I don't think my boyfriend would be like, why was you dancing with him? It's not that big a deal. Like we're at a concert.
Yeah.
We came here to do this, right?
It was just an
If
act.
I
Especially if you
started,
come
like-
to an interactive
but-
concert.
But if I started like hands on my knees and gyrating and doing slow grind and stuff, now that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because what exactly are you really doing?
That's different.
Now this dance is not friendly anymore.
I thought Kiki really did that because she knew she was on the camera.
Yeah.
We've seen all the clips in the show.
She just had a baby. She looked good as hell. Like come on. Like I feel like Usher purposely even went there like to give her big like. Look how Kiki looks good.
And Usher did the same thing with Jessica Alba, and all these think pieces did not come out.
And
He did the
same for
thing with Doja
Sweetie.
Cat. Same-
like-
Sweet is single.
It's,
Sweet is single.
Okay.
If a single
All
woman
right.
is doing the same thing as a woman,
Jessica
that's
Alba's not.
Oh.
Jessica Alba's married.
okay.
with children.
I don't know who that is. I don't know
Honey?
who Jessica Alba
Honey?
is. Oh, honey.
Mhm.
You don't remember.
Still don't know
Honey?
who that is. Oh,
I'm like, what
okay.
are the movies that Jessica
Yeah,
Alba
I
just
couldn't
like?
think.
Yeah, honey.
Walk
But-
to remember, but you're not gonna remember.
But
that.
still, yeah,
Jessica
nah, like,
Alba was in Walk to
No,
Remember.
she wasn't.
That's me.
Okay, I was like,
Sorry.
yeah.
All right, y'all. So I want to talk about the this TikTok series that has been going around, and it has really been making its rounds, y'all. It is called "Who Did I Marry?" It's Reese Teesa.
Yeah.
And so I can't. Okay, y'all. It's 50 parts. So that's for one. 50 parts, and it's gonna take you a few hours to really
8
It's an
actually.
8-hour shift.
Okay. 8 to get through all 50 parts. But to do a quick summary, there is a woman that met a guy right before like COVID lockdown. And she met him on
himself.
she-
into her life.
she met him online, and
Literally.
on the way to the first date, her tire blew out. She said that should have been a warning sign, but it wasn't for her. He came, he paid for her tire to get changed, she helped her out, whatever the case may be. So next thing you know, like in a matter of, what was it, maybe like 5-6 months? But
Yeah.
basically she went from, in a matter of like 4 or 5 months, she ended up being married.
Yeah.
Well,
And but more of the story is he's a pathological liar. Like he lied about everything.
yeah.
Lied about everything.
Yeah, he-
pretty much.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's just start from the beginning. When she said that, like him fixing her tire, like it really just like she was like enamored by him fixing a tire, and I'm just like, I mean, were you supposed to do it? Like, I mean, see, you're talking to somebody. Like, I just feel like, I mean, were you gonna get down on your knee and start cranking the tire? Like, I mean, he's being helpful. Like, to me, I'm not gonna lie. That's not something I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, like this is husband. Like, that's what I expect men to do.
See,
like, if a man's around, I expect you
kinda
to.
felt her.
I'm not going to
I
do
did-
that though.
I did feel
like,
her.
I kinda
I did
felt
feel her because
they had a date. They hadn't even met up yet. They had a date, and she's saying like, I can't make it because my tire blew out. And he's like, okay, let me come to you. he fixed her tires, pays for everything, and kind of just like for you to be like a damsel in distress and actually have a prince come and like save you is a
No, that's cool, but like, okay,
It's kinda good
I'm
feeling.
not. I hope it's not giving hater. I just kind of was just like, I mean,
No, for me, I'll be
I
honest
don't know.
with
Like,
you.
it's not gonna warrant. Like, that's husband.
I'll be honest with
What?
you. For me, it would. Like,
Whoa.
so for me, I would be like, you know what? This is actually a
Whoa,
quality
whoa,
that I
whoa,
would want
whoa,
in a
whoa.
husband.
Yeah.
And not necessarily,
Absolutely.
not necessarily like, okay, this is definitely my husband, but that is a quality
flag.
that I would want to see in
But
my
that caused her
husband.
to slip and fall. That right
What,
there.
what,
See?
what did this woman look like?
I mean, we don't know what she looked like at the time.
Because we not talking enough about what is she used to. Okay, because that right there is, to me, I feel like that's the bare minimum thing.
Like, I'm just like, that's not like my dad brothers. Like, that's just what.
Like,
men
you could have
do.
got a stranger who seen
Right.
you on the side of the road and did all that.
I agree. It is bare minimum, but the fact that men can't even text Happy Valentine's
And
Day.
that's what I'm saying.
We're
not
not
one of
gonna
those.
put the two like that.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of bare minimum things that men do not do. So
I think to her, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna like she didn't marry him because of that act. But to her, she said that like if you're meeting somebody and it's like
That's
they're
what
willing to
kickstarted
do this, it's
Yeah.
like okay. She's like it started off on a good
Right.
note.
Okay. Cool.
What? Okay. See,
Okay.
I gotta put fault on her because she was easily finessable.
I mean, no.
Like, that, like, to me, I'm just
That
But
that
you
is
know,
the
like,
clearest thing.
that's always law. Like, people always tell you, older women, if you talk to say law, never act like you've been here before. Like,
Yeah.
stop. Never act like
That's what I'm
that's your
saying.
first time experiencing something, because men, they love that shit. Because after that, now it's like, you're easy. I can now play tricks on you, and everything will just be green for you.
I know
Like,
dudes
no.
like the dude she was describing. It's a dude that y'all probably know him.
What's his name?
We'll talk off camera. I ain't
Okay, I
gonna-
feel
I
it.
ain't
Yeah,
gonna- I ain't
let's
gonna
not.
blame
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Because everybody
What's his
don't
name?
know his identity
Okay.
and what he do.
Okay.
But he do nasty work like that. Like the 50 part episode. Like, he do nasty work.
But you know what's crazy? I've heard stories about men, like, they prey on certain women, like, before you know, the one has bought them a car, they pay for their rent.
They fuck up
They
their credit.
basically open up car, like, you know.
So,
let
but
me
my
not- never
question
mind.
is,
Let me
okay,
not.
so this is going to tie into our topic. It's about dating a narcissist, okay? But it's about dating a narcissist.
You okay?
But my question is, okay, so like you said, the guy that you know, what do you think, like, the whole like, why do you think he does what he does? Is it strictly for, like, financial gain? Or is it, like, because that's what he likes
You
to
asking
do?
why do men lie?
No, he do it. First of all, they do it because the woman let them do it. There's been plenty of women who they tried it on and it didn't work. So if you dealing with somebody like that, it's because you show signs of weakness. The first time you told me you ain't have a dad in your life, red flag, green flag for him. So it's the type of woman who they do it to. Like, you couldn't pull that shit on nobody on this table right now.
No, because you know it's funny. Some guys would be. I'm like, why are you talking about I never had a daddy? Like, are you okay? Like,
Yeah,
why are
see,
you talking about
that one
I've
of my
never had
first
male
questions.
influence in my life? Like, this is
Wait, that's
crazy.
your first question.
Yes, I need to know if you had a daddy present. Like, before I met my wife, I need to know if your daddy was present, because if not, you don't know how to treat me. You don't got no type of experience. And if I got ill intention and you ain't got no daddy, okay, cool. I know what I can do with you.
Mhm.
I can manipulate the hell out you because you don't know what having a daddy means.
So let me ask y'all this. So have y'all
actually like?
have y'all
Men are
ever
monsters.
have y'all ever dated a narcissist or been the narcissist in the
I'm not a
situation?
narcissist.
I'm so tired
That's
of this.
diagnosed. I'm
You don't
not
like the
one.
word?
I hate it.
You think
bro.
we're
Why?
overusing it?
Yes.
I do
yes,
too. I mean, I
yes,
do too.
yes.
I think because like that, it doesn't like that have to be diagnosed.
I don't know one dude.
So not everyone's a narcissist until a doctor says they're a narcissist. Just because, like, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like sometimes we go on Google and like be reading and apply to everything. Like sometimes
But
people
the thing is,
that's just that situation.
because you have refused to go to a doctor and get a professional diagnosis does not now say disqualify you from your actions from narcissistic behavior.
True, but I think some situations like it can be narcissistic, but you're not a narcissist. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like in this 50 part, if everything,
Oh, yeah, he was.
If
Yeah.
everything that
yeah.
she says is true,
Yeah, he was.
This is straight up
Yeah, he was.
narcissism. Because let's talk about it.
Hmm.
He was one claiming to be a VP of a very large company.
Yeah, he was doing the most.
Wasn't it like a cereal company or something like that?
Yeah.
A condiment company.
Yeah, a condiment company.
He was claiming to have offshore accounts with millions of
And
dollars.
you know, when you hear
in it.
offshore, you automatically say, "Oh, he's a billionaire." Because like,
But is
no
that a
one-
narcissist or is that just like a sociopath? Like I feel like he's just a pathological liar.
Yeah, and he's a gamer.
Yeah.
he knows how to game
It's true.
people.
It is pathological lying, but
you know
it
what? I
is-
honestly, you know, this whole story reminded me of someone that really knows how to 419 well.
Yeah.
Like
But then this is where
I was
I
like
thi- this is
419
where
is
I
like
think-
someone that's a con artist. Like they know how to con people
Yeah.
really well.
But this is where I think the
So-
narcissism comes into play. It's then the act. So you're taking
Oh.
her to go look at houses and putting in cash offers on houses you know you don't have the money for.
But I think too, also like to like pick, like kind of like I guess play devil's advocate. Maybe he's doing that just like to keep up with his storyline. Like I have to make it look like I have money, so I'm gonna take you to open houses, knowing good and well we ain't never gonna close on shit. I gotta make it look like I'm not what I am. What I gotta make it look I got it when I know really deep down I don't. But I gotta I have to make her think that I'm rich. I gotta keep up with appearances. The moment because to me, I'm not gonna lie. The moment with the whole car thing, when he took her to test drive cars, and he said that he was gonna it was gonna be dropped off that Friday. The moment that car was not dropped off is when I would have been asking questions before, but my serious questions would have started coming up. Like, so what happened? Who were you talking to? I would already been on the phone, this and that, figuring out why the hell the car wasn't dropped and figured out that he never bought a car.
But let me tell you where I feel like I agree with the narcissism part, because there was a part where they talked about the car thing.
Mm-hmm.
She was test driving cars, and he was asking her, which car do you really like? I think he was trying to figure out what her
Yes.
dream car
And then
actually
he got
was.
her the
And so she chose like the BMW, this or that.
Remember, she wanted a Kia initially, and then he convinced her to want a
Yeah.
BMW.
So she got the BMW. Long story short, he never got the car. Never got it. But then he comes
Never
down and
dropped
says
off.
that the company car that he drives is actually a BMW. Like literally similar to the car that she wants it. And he's bringing it up to her and all this other stuff. And like little things were happening. She realized like a lot of his lies were based in just trying to get a reaction out of her. A reaction where she either felt like she was less than him, or a reaction where she either like I don't know, it was just like a weird thing just to get a reaction. So I feel like that's where the narcissistic traits comes in, because it's based off ego, because that's so random. Why make up that you're driving a car that I'm driving?
True.
That you told me you were
But
going
we
to buy
really
for
have
me.
to like y'all. I feel you.
That
It's hard for
narcissist
me to
word-
like really just feel anything towards this, because it's like I ask a lot of questions, and when things don't make sense, I ask questions. And to me, a lot of her stories, it was not making sense even after I was watching part 4, and I'm like, how did we make it to part 19?
Yeah.
Like we would have ended at 4. What went down in part 4? Like what is
So
going
my
on?
question is, so when it comes to this story, do you feel like the woman is to blame for one, like ignoring red flags, or do you feel like it's a reflection of like her to even get into a situation like this?
I don't know.
I always
That's tough.
put the blame on myself. So if you was that gullible to go along for that
Yeah.
long, it was you.
It just shows like you just need to tighten up. Like
Yeah, I'm big on. I'm
You said
big
you
on.
put the blame on yourself. Oh, you mean as
So
far as like,
he,
yeah, he's gonna
so
take
he would
accountability.
even, so he would even put the blame on her. You're saying,
Yeah, so I'm putting the blame on her.
yeah.
she had to take accountability for her actions in the situation.
Yeah, because like I said, no woman at this table will fall
but
for it.
all blame too on him as well, because he manipulated. Like he
Yeah, he had to
saw
tell
her
lies.
out and did all that stuff too as well. You know, so I feel like
He
blame
had
got to be put on
He
both.
had to tell the lies, and she had to believe him.
See, I feel like that's where it gets tricky, because I feel like especially in relationships, men are so quick to be like, oh, you're so jaded, you're so hard, and all this other stuff. Like y'all don't give men any leeway. And then you find a woman who is open, who's
Right.
trusting, who's willing to be transparent, willing to fall for
Yeah.
your bullshit, and you're like, you believe anything a nigga tell you. It's like, so which one is it? Do you want a woman who is a skeptic, who criticizes everything you say, who like runs through it with a fine tooth comb to make sure he does her background check, or do you want a woman who's just like, I'm gonna let the man lead. If he tells me this, I'm gonna trust him. As long as I'm seeing the note that says the cash offer and I'm seeing your bank statements, I'm gonna believe you.
Okay,
but
that's
if
the
you
point.
watched it at one point, he stopped revealing that. Like, and they
I
went
mean,
to
no,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
at some
understand
point, he
that,
started
but-
pulling.
no,
like,
But the thing is, Michelle has a very, very good point. It's like, I feel like no matter what, whenever it comes to women and dating, it's like she's damned if she does, she's damned if she doesn't. Like Michelle said, like, do you want someone who is open, who's willing to trust you, who's willing to give you the benefit of the doubt?
Right.
Or do you want someone who has that wall up, who is, like you said,
True.
going through things with a fine-tooth comb? Like, which one is it?
I think
as
that's
a
when
man,
this-
what do you want?
that's when discernment enters the chat. I'm gonna let you lead, but I'm still gonna have discernment on stuff. Like when things don't make sense, that's when I'm gonna ask questions like, "Hey, what are you like? What's going on?" And you're like, that's to me like you're letting him lead, but you cannot be letting someone lead blindly. Like you can't be acting as if everything he's saying is bond. Sometimes if things don't make sense, that's when it's okay to ask questions like, hey, what's going on here? Let's talk about it.
Heather, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Paula, I do agree with you, and I'm not fighting that or that personality and dealing with things. But I will say that most men, without the situation being presented on the table, saying that's how we approach relationship would look at us as difficult.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, like, I have to speak for myself. Like you know what, I've already, because I'm mature, I've been through things. There are certain things. Even I was talking to my homeboy the other day. He's like, there are certain things you just won't take from dudes. I'm like, and I'm glad you know that. But honestly, it shot me in the foot though, because a lot of men, they, like Michelle said, they deem me as like, not saying difficult, but it's like, dang, like she, like, you can't pull nothing over her. Like she always gonna question things. Not really question, but it's like, you can't just be funny acting with her. Like she's really gonna like.
And then I think
you know
that,
what I'm saying?
and I
Like,
feel like a lot of the times whenever it comes to describing women and dating, difficult and like being a black woman go hand in hand.
and it's crazy.
And it's so.
And I don't think it's I'll be honest with you, like
And
I don't
why
think
is
it's
that?
difficult for a woman to like ask questions or wanting to be in the know. That's not being difficult. I don't think it's difficult for someone to, if you're talking to something and it sounds crazy, for them to challenge you respectfully. I don't think that's being difficult. I think that's really how relationships supposed to be going. Like I don't think that a woman should be with a man being stupid and just be okay with him being dumb.
The difficult in black woman translation, they go hand in hand because it's, first of all, it's true. All right. And second of all, I'm gonna tell you what's really the problem. It's because y'all display a lot of masculine energy, right? Hold on, wait. So let me bring it home. Because y'all display a lot of masculine energy, we want to give y'all that leeway. We want to give y'all that leeway. Like, okay, because listen, if we be totally honest, black women have never been behind black men. That is, y'all have always
Never
been,
is crazy.
That you need to really stop.
I feel like black women have always been side to side with their man. Even through slavery in the cotton fields, we was always on one accord. We was together. And the divide didn't happen till welfare was proposed. And
Okay. When you say behind black men, I was thinking of as far as like support. So maybe you meant
No.
we were always together like a unit.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
was a unit.
Okay. So say unit, because I was
like a unit. So
okay, cool. I'm following now.
So when y'all start talking all this rah shit, and then when shit get tough, and then you look back at me, but you was just portraying to be the man of the house with all this rah energy, then that becomes difficult because now you telling me. You acting like you the boss, but when shit get hard, you looking at me now. But like now, so like maintain the position, and when y'all looking at us, it's creating a.
What are you talking about?
But my question is okay. So
I tried to follow, but you said when a woman is what's the rah-rah?
The rah-rah, that's the masculine shit. Hey, I'm gonna do this, you do that. It's a lot of masculine.
And as a
energy.
man, you're falling, I guess, into your feminine position in that.
No,
situation.
I'm not falling to my feminine position. I'm trying to give you the leeway to stand on what you're saying. But then when shit get too hard, you look at me for the solution.
As the man.
Yes,
and
but you was just portraying the man.
So you're saying that in a relationship, you just don't you don't want to.
No, I want to know what you want to do with it. Okay, so listen, if you gonna put on this motherfucking this crown, wear it. Don't give it back to me when it get hard.
But it's not okay. So
as a man, when do you want to step in? So I'm sorry, you've lost me.
Okay,
and let me tell you where you lost me, because what you're saying is, in relationships, women have this tough armor that you're perceiving as raw masculine energy. And they're like very assertive in the way they display things. But when things get hard, they look to their man to step in. And you're saying, no, I don't want to step in now because you look like you got it.
No, because...
So at what point, as a man in this relationship, do you feel like you want to intercede?
Because if you was the man in real life, you would never look back at me. You gonna handle it yourself.
But no.
So you would rather...
So what are you there for?
So exactly. And see, that's why they not dealing with it.
Can I be honest with you? Like, and that's
So
the
you just want to be the bad bitch the whole time, just chilling.
But that's the difference between
That's
an
what you
alpha and a
portraying.
beta. That's a beta mindset looking at an alpha. Like, that's crazy. Like, at the end of the day, like, there are some women that are just alpha women. Like, that is just how they are.
get
Like,
it.
so that to me is not masculine. That's just, they're about business. They're just very forthcoming. Like, at the end of the day, they're not waiting for things.
But not
and if
even
they
just that.
if they can handle stuff, and at one point, like, let me see what my, like, to me, how is that masculine?
Because more times than not, let's be completely honest. Not to be like that TikTok sound, but how hard is it if a man can do it? I feel like usually when times get hard, it's not turning to my man to be like, I can't do it. It's like, you know what? At this point, let me see if I can rely on my support system to help me through this. I could probably do it alone, but in a relationship, why would I?
And then some women,
There's a lot of times
where
where
they're jaded is because they rely on their man and their man does not come through.
But here's my thing.
You know, so you gotta.
My question is, why was a woman given the opportunity to have to display masculine energy if you were there the entire time?
Sometimes that's how y'all come out.
No, it's not. No, it's really not. This is my question.
That's
it's like
beta male then.
If a man was able to if a man was able to handle it from the beginning, why you as a man would not immediately step in and take that task away from her?
Listen,
why is it that I'm having to be the one on the forefront? To even
to the point things are getting hard.
To the point
like you're waiting for me to drown before you step in.
To the point where I have to display masculine energy.
Because you was talking to right. Okay, so check this out.
Yeah, I need an example.
Yeah, please.
I'm trying to gather up a good one. Let's say in my house, right? I give my wife more leeway if she pay half of the bills and half of listen. So okay. You get more talk time. Your decision is worth more when you do more. Okay? So if you telling me I got all this right here, don't look at me when shit get hard because this the position you chose to be in. Now, if you want to be a feminist soft woman and I'm up here, you would never have to worry about me looking at you saying, hey, I need you to do this. I'ma always handle it. So you gotta pick the position you want to be in. Y'all being difficult because we don't know where y'all stand. 1 minute you're an independent woman, next minute you want to be in your soft girl era. You need to make the position clear and stay in it. Because I'm all for women having power. I'm all for women want to be a stay-at-home mama. Pick your position and stay in it. It's the flip-flopping of the positions that's causing the difficulties and the confusion.
No, I understand that. But let me just get some clarification real quick. Because as far as leeway, so you're saying that if she pays more bills, you give her more leeway as far as like more
decision making. Okay.
And so that you don't feel like it would be stepping into her masculine energy as far as like paying more bills? Because I would think it would be the opposite, that if somebody is paying less bills, they're more in their soft girl era and they're being more soft and they're like falling back. But I feel like if you're saying I want to go half, then wouldn't that be more rah-rah?
And not even just that, why are you contributing? Like why is it going hand in hand that she has to be able to contribute to bills to have a say? When you want her to be a feminine woman, you want her to be soft girl. But so why would she contribute to bills?
Some women will tell you that they gonna work. Some woman will tell you that, hey, that I'm going to pay
But she has to work to pay the bills.
And listen, so it's me.
And then she has to work to pay the bills to have a say.
It's me.
So if she wants to talk, she has to do something.
And I feel like it's not
me
always
respecting
money
women.
But I feel like
if I say, hey, I want you in the kitchen. Oh no, you. If I say, hey, I don't want you to go to work. Now it's another problem. So
it's not necessarily a problem. It's a conversation that now y'all need to compromise on. Like, okay, you don't want me to work. Okay, so why? And then I need to tell you why I want to work, and then we're gonna compromise on that. But I'm not gonna be a thing where I'm just not gonna work because you told me I can't work.
That won't
not even just that. I'll be honest with you. If we went off of your philosophy, I feel the woman why she feels like she needs to work because she does not have a voice.
No, she got a voice
if she doesn't work and contribute money.
Listen, she will always have a voice. But the decision will be mine.
No, the thing is, I understand.
I'm the head honcho.
Right. I mean, you're the head of the house. Like,
but even with your theory, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really follow through because originally you said that a woman, if she's being too rah-rah and acting like she got it and she don't need you, you're gonna fall back and let her have that. And then if things get too hard, she turns to you, it's gonna be like, hey, this is the position that you chose. But I would think that a woman who has the mindset of rah-rah, I got it, would be the woman who's working and paying half the bills, correct?
Right. But when they can't come through, they'll still look at you.
But so in turn, you would want her to not work, pay the bills or whatever. But even if she chose to do that, she would have no say.
No, she would have say. I would never take a woman's voice away. But the decision making go as I go. Okay, you have to respect the leadership that he's bringing to the table. That's just like this. I believe in it the opposite way around. If she paying all the bills, you need to shut up. She make the decisions because she's the head of the household.
But
that's that.
But you're saying if she did that, if she decided to go half on bills and she turned to you for help, you would not help her.
No. I'm not saying that. We at that point we on equal playing
But
ground.
wouldn't that be a rah independent
But
woman?
no, what I'm saying is, if you want to get the alpha role of the house, that's what I'm talking about. If we side by side, we cool. We got to come to.
But my
you
question
can
is,
still have an alpha role and understand your position in the house. I don't think it's like a competition on who's the head and who's not.
So if the woman,
at the end of that, the man is the head and the woman's the neck. Like it's never like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and not even just that. My question
I'm
is,
so confused. I don't
know. Why does having the final say on a decision contribute, like go hand in hand with how much money you bring to the table? Because here's my question. Just because you are able to make money and you're in the position to make enough money to support a family, why does that now say that you are the best at making decisions?
Because I made the decision to make the money. So I spend the money for the family.
But what she's saying, just because you're making more money, that means that you're the better decision maker.
No, what if because here's my question, it's like, what if as a woman, okay, you decided like, hey, you know what, I want to, and even though I don't feel like being in a soft girl era contributes to being in the kitchen and taking care of children, because that's not really soft to me, but
at all.
It's not soft.
Hard labor.
Slavery. But okay. Anyways.
Not slavery, girl.
You're working for free. But
what?
Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways. But if you choose to like, hey, okay, you know, I want to be this family woman. I want to take care of my children. You know, I really want to raise my children. I don't want them to be in daycare. And I want to be able to cook and clean. I want to be like, that's what I want to be. I want that traditional role. But what if she's just really good at making decisions whenever it comes to business? And maybe y'all have like a business together. And she's like, hey, I think this could be a good idea. I think that this could, you know, pivot our business in this way and make us more money. So just because she's not willing to step into that role of actually making the money, does that now take away her voice from being able to contribute to?
Like I said for the third time, I'm not taking away her divorce. I have the final say in the decision. She can come to me just like a business have consultants who don't have the money, but they got a vision and an idea. She can come to me because I am the CEO of this company. You bring the idea to me, and I decide how the money gonna be spent because I am the leader.
Okay, so you're talking about financial decisions.
Yeah, financial decisions. Yeah.
Okay, no, but not like family decisions or like.
Oh no, that she got more of a say in financial and family decisions.
Okay, so just fine. So that, I mean, that makes sense.
But my question is, okay, so then at what point, like, let's say that you hear her advice, but you decide not to go with it because you said you had the final say.
Yeah.
And let's say what you decide to do didn't go well.
Yeah.
So at what point are you willing to be like, hey, you know what? Actually, my wife does have better decisions whenever it comes, or better ideas whenever it comes to our business. When are you going to start listening to her?
We never stopped listening to you. We just want to
listening and following through.
Okay, following through is always going to be different. Okay, because see, you got to understand, I'ma always get the blame. No matter, as the leader of this house, I will always get the blame. No matter if I made the decision or she made the decision. If the family end up on the side of the road, nobody's going to look at my wife and say, well, no, you made this decision. The blame will always come back on me. So I have to do what's best for the family. Even if she got the best idea, we might have to sustain for a month. Not grow, sustain. A lot of people don't understand that. And I have to go with the decision that's going to keep the family off the side of the street. And that's what a lot of our sisters, black women, do not take. Y'all don't do good in leadership. And following orders and getting the dude that provides leadership. I mean, that's what it is. Yo, dude follow orders. Yo, dude is submissive to you.
But I following orders is a bit
maybe like, yeah.
Yo, dude follow orders from you.
I don't think it should be
You don't want your dude to come in the house at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
No, you don't want your dude to come in the house at 2. You demanding that he be at the house before 2 in the morning.
I'm demanding he respects the household. So he can respect. That's not. I'm not ordering you to be home at a certain time because as a woman, I'm not even gonna give no man no curfew. But just respect the household. If you're gonna be running a bit late, give me a call and vice versa. It's not an order. It's both parties in a relationship respecting each other. The same rules that apply to one party should apply to the other.
They are.
But honestly, maybe you are saying the same thing. That's just you laying the foundation of what you want in your home. Like, this is the standard right here.
Which is true.
This is the standard. But, like you said, give me a call if you're gonna be late. That's the standard. That's what I expect.
That's an order.
But even in speaking, I think that the type of woman who you are talking about that would work in the dynamic of the relationship that you're referring to right now would be a woman like Reese Teesa. Somebody who is willing to give somebody full financial control of the household and be willing to make every financial decision. Me as a woman, if I was living in that household, I probably would choose to work because I think that would be scary to me to have somebody who has full control of our finances.
Well, see, that the reason why she fall victim in that situation, and you
put the blame on her,
and I put the blame on her, or I could put it on her mama because the daddy was in prison. Now, if you got
her mom and dad were present in her life. Her mom and dad were in her life.
Where'd you throw her daddy to?
Were they in the house?
No, not in her house.
No,
I'm saying.
Yeah, like, did she grow up with them? Yeah,
she grew up with them.
Her mom
Well,
and dad.
she should have been able to.
I think her dad was was her dad a pastor or her grandfather?
I don't remember.
One of them.
Okay, probably was the grandfather. Because if you had adequate examples of what a man is, red ding 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 ding, red flag going off the meter.
Oh, to add to a spoiler alert, I think after she had like a pregnancy early on, and that influenced a lot of her decisions because she wanted to get married because she out of wedlock and all the other stuff. So she was like pressured by that. Yeah. He trapped her.
He did.
I mean, no, because she lost the baby.
She lost the baby.
I mean, but
he tried to trap her.
Well, but yeah, that's sick. I ain't gonna lie, that whole situation sick.
Yeah.
I put all blame on myself, so I got to get her to blame too. And that's just that.
So let me ask you a question. As a woman, how would you advise women to move in a situation where you're dating and you want to let a man lead? You want to let a man lead. So he's propositioning you. We're going to be in this relationship. I'm going to have full financial control, a financial decision, all this other stuff. But you don't know how much he makes. You haven't seen his bank statements. Are you supposed to go in blindly? Are you supposed to demand these things? Is a man supposed to offer this information to you?
I'm so pro family, man. Like, it's just like going to check out a car. You don't know nothing about cars, so you bring a mechanic with you. You need to be hollering at go back to your daddy, man. I'm telling you, you gotta holler at pops about this. That's just that. And I know this gonna sound real extremist, but I feel like almost women was better when they daddies was picking y'all men, because historically women have always picked the wrong man. Joe Biden, your last nigga, the nigga before that. Y'all be picking the wrong man for y'allself, and y'all need a man to vet these men. Like, your daddy know what, like, I got 2 daughters. I know the type of dudes that they need because they have qualities similar to me. So you bring a dude in, and I'm recognizing he ain't got no morals, he don't stand on no values, he ain't got no respect. I can easily tell my daughter, babe, this probably ain't gonna work, because I know how I raised her. So me vetting the dude make sure everything is okay. So y'all gotta start introducing the dudes who y'all talking to father figures, and they'll tell you quicker than you could ever.
Right.
But my question is like, what if your daughters don't need a man like you? And because the thing is, here's my question. Do you think that by you vetting these men, and you might pick a man that's exactly like you, what if that suppresses the ability like that your daughter could go to? Like, what if that suppresses what she could become career-wise? What if that suppresses what intellectually what she can become? You know, because now she's gonna fall into a place of what you see as what a woman should be. You know, like she should be, because from my understanding, like, you know, your view is that women should play more of a family role. Women should play more of a homemaker.
More docile.
It's not true. As me, like, the dad is for direction and discipline. Direction and discipline. All right. One of my daughters, I know for a fact she gonna be a 9-to-5 worker. Off the top, she 8. I know off the top. I know my 3-year-old, I know she gonna be an entrepreneur. That I'm not singling her to a single role, but I know with the traits that she have, what she's going to or what she'll be good in. And me as my dad, I see it. So I see a dude, and I'm not gonna tell her, hey, don't talk to him. I'm just gonna give her the warnings, hey, I don't think this dude gonna be compatible for your lifestyle. Because why would I tell my daughter that's gonna work a 9-to-5 to go get with a dude who, I don't know, do some crazy shit that just don't match. We got enough experience to know that this ain't gonna work.
Right.
So I'm not molding my daughters to have men like me. I'm here to let them know if I think it'll work or not. And I'm not telling you don't do it. I'm just telling you as your father, I don't see it working because this, and this. See, that's like dads are important for these reasons.
Dads are really important.
You can't pull no bullshit. He go tell you he got a fortune,
like
a
I
share
feel like
company.
just like in general, like dads or like if you have brothers or uncles you're close with, like they are able to read a man better than like you. Like they know like talking to a man, like the energy, like certain things y'all talk about. It's like
you can't pull that bullshit on.
Right. It's like nah. And I'm gonna tell her as soon as you leave this room, I'm gonna let her know this is not gonna work out. You know, but also like what about like for example like some women like. They did have a dad and their dad's not here anymore. Like, how do you speak to that?
It's a lot.
You had an experience though, so I mean, you're going off of that. So I don't know. I don't feel like you should count them out either. So
it's a lot of dudes, and I'm gonna say something I ain't supposed to, who had dads in the house that wasn't present to them. I know one dad who don't say nothing to his children, like he all about the mama. If the shit hit the fan, he'll open up his mouth and say something to the kids then. But he there. But he not really there. So that's why still the talk need to be had with the dad, because if the mama do all the talking, you pretty much know the daughter probably gonna be talking over you.
Right.
So it's still important just to see what the dad role was in that whole situation, whether you could take it or not. So
you're more of like you like the traditional family dynamic.
No, I'm one of them guys where I'm gonna tell you, I put my wife on a senator. Plan, all right?
I know what?
A senator. Like a senator-based contract almost. Okay? No, it's crazy you say that, but like, she started off...
And she a worker bee.
No. So she started off 50-50. Okay, we started off 50-50. But the longer you showed me...
50-50 in regards to like paying for dates and everything?
Yeah, everything. Relationship,
From the
everything.
beginning.
From the beginning.
First date.
I paid for the first date.
Just kidding.
I paid for the first date.
all right, 2K.
But
right.
I gotta keep
check.
the receipt policy for the first date. I'll tell y'all about that. But so the longer we got on, and she gave me more loyalty and more benefits. Now she done had one of my kids. I started relieving duties from her to the point now where she working because she want to. She don't have to.
A baby, I get relieved of duties having a child.
No, you get relieved of some of your duties. Not all. Not all.
So which ones are like I guess top five?
Top loyalty.
Definitely.
Loyalty.
Okay.
So we 12 years in, and so she ain't touched the bill in 4 years for a fact.
Ooh, 8 years a slave.
She ain't posted 8 years. Like what?
I mean, 8 years is a really
Dang,
long
like 8
time
years.
to
But I mean-
finally like be relieved of your duties.
But you know what? Honestly, y'all, wait,
No, I'm just
y'all. We can't. Let's be clear here.
Hey,
Like
don't get
a lot
personal.
of like our parents,
that y'all
like,
was about to have some fun.
but think about a lot of our parents haven't been relieved of paying bills ever.
Ever.
So think about it. What? That's lit.
Ever. And it just didn't happen. I just don't want, because
At least it happened.
it's something she needed to go through so she can respect when I say, hey, turn off the light. Because she know, okay, I done paid a light bill before. Let me cut it off. So now it's a different level of respect because she remembers she was paying this shit before. But now it's all me. So if I say, hey, babe, make sure the lights off, she makes sure the lights off.
But do you truly think that she had to go through 8 years of paying an electricity bill to understand the importance of saving energy?
Sometimes, yeah. If you grew up and you never had to pay shit and everything was given to you just because you was pretty as fuck, you don't understand it.
I don't think that's always true.
I'm telling you it do.
I don't think that's always true. Because now I feel like that takes away.
Because I turn the lights off. Y'all know me. I keep the lights off.
You
but
pay your
I-
own bills.
But growing up,
Yeah,
I didn't
I
pay
can't.
electricity bill.
Yeah.
But you pay your own bills now. So you know the importance.
Yeah.
So if you ever get a dude,
Yeah, no, like I mean, growing up, like you always knew to cut the lights off, like you know, yeah.
Okay, just kidding. Just
she
kidding.
really
do I?
My phone bill. Okay.
but no, it's serious though. Like I just feel like I'm just not gonna put in a position just to be put in a position.
No, okay. Understand.
So how do y'all feel about Reese Teesa making apparently like $86,000
Profit off of it.
That's a lie. But what I do feel the issue about is everybody who's taking her story and has all these YouTube videos that have like literally 500,000 plus views and is making money off of her story. That's what I have an issue with.
I'm a content creator.
That's this world we live in now.
Yeah, that's what I have an issue with. I feel like she should copyright, strike all that down.
I feel like that's very important. Like we need to start educating people. Like before y'all start blasting your stories out, copyright that shit so then it's yours. Because how many movies have been made off other people's stories
and that's why
they don't get profit off
of it? That's why
of
TikTok made me real actually you can't monetize other people's content anymore.
Yes. See,
which is kind of sucks because people make money off of like reaction videos.
Yeah, it just happened to me. Y'all seen the Keith Leaf situation? They came on my show. I was able to get the money back for them. That it happened live on my show. Everybody stole my shit, and it was on TikTok before I can even get off of my show.
Yeah,
and everybody took. But I look at it. It's just a part of the game.
Yeah,
it's just a part of the game. Like one dude hit me up. Hey, Tukay, man, I like what you're doing. I made $10,000 off your video when I put it on YouTube.
But you know that guy too. I don't know if y'all remember back in. Like,
why are you calling?
Why are you calling?
Like,
well,
you should have asked for help.
Yeah, Monique. Honestly, consult with her.
He should have.
He should have.
Calling to brag.
That's crazy.
He was calling. He was just
he called to
brag.
Because that's one of those things. Like we kind of have to. Like we can correlate that with someone taking like a small designer's brand. I mean, a design, like clothing, shoes, whatever the case may be, and now Nike takes it. Yeah. And is able to mass produce it and put it out.
Fashion Nova just does that.
That's what I'm saying. Hanifa, yes, with the dress. So it's the same thing. It's like, at what point do we have to hold these like higher corporations or these high like people with a little bit more influence accountable for one profiting off of smaller
I feel like there should
creators.
be like a clause like you're cutting the check back because I don't know if y'all remember the guy. Like it was like back in like 2012. He was like, "You're climbing in your people, you snatching your people up." He's on TikTok like talking about how like he's not made money off of that, and like he basically was calling out everybody that's made money off of his video on the news alone. And he's like, no one ever drops me a check and says, "Oh, here's it." Like that's crazy. And to me, that's actually crazy because I've seen that concept on a commercial. Yeah. So he didn't get money for that. That's crazy.
Yeah. He didn't make the song though. But
I mean, true. But it's like, come on, you used his likeness as a song for the song.
No, I understand. But it reminds me of like Gucci because Gucci kind of I think they spoke on this in House of Gucci or whatever about pretty much people who rip off and do counterfeit labels. What they pretty much said is the people who could afford Gucci is gonna wear Gucci.
Yeah.
So the people who wear counterfeit Gucci was never gonna wear Gucci. So when people counterfeit it and mass produce it, it's whatever because it's free marketing for them. Right. Because all that's doing is putting it in front of people's faces and making people who actually wear the real Gucci
go get it.
Want Gucci.
Yeah.
That's
so
how
they
I
don't
look
have to
at
have
it.
commercials.
Like what's for me is what's for me. What I be more pissed off at is like you won't even tag me. Just let them know how to.
I feel like y'all need, even on TikTok too, like you'll see people stitch stuff. I'm like, you should at least include them in the tag or not stitch or even talk about situation. Add that person so like they can get a following too off that because you're using their story.
Yeah, I had Lil Duval stole like 3 of my tweets and went viral and literally will cut my name out of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta crop this. Literally cut my name. Like, you would have got the same amount of likes. Whoop.
But like, and like you're helping someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so that's what I hate the most. Like, if you're gonna take it. Just tag me so they can know where to find this content.
So how do you feel about love bombing? Do you think love bombing is real?
Love bombing is definitely real.
Yes.
It's definitely real.
Yeah, but that's up to you.
That's what I was wondering. Like, is it one of those things where it's like
I put it all out on the table for you real fast, and now you have it. But it's overbearing because it's all here right now.
Right.
That's love bombing.
I feel like it's when we need to start taking more advantage. You know what I mean? Like,
like
love bomb me. I get in quick and leave quick too.
Yeah. And I know when to tap out.
No.
Let me just make sure I, hit the limit.
I think for me, it's only like when I'm hearing a friend because because there's sometimes I hear a friend like talk to me about a guy and in my head I'm just like, I have to ask her like, do you think like this is genuine or do you think it's love bombing? Because a lot of it is just like, oh, you don't know if you like them, but it's like, is it that you don't know if you like them or is like so much stuff is happening that you can't even focus on who this person is because you're too distracted by what they're doing for you and what they're providing and what they're putting on the table.
Hone in on the individual and see if
men love bomb, women bill bomb. They will tell you about
bill bomb.
Yes, nigga. They will tell you about their financial situation in a hurry.
Crazy.
They will tell you about their financial situation in a hurry and be looking for you to really bring some solution to it.
No, that's he He ain't lying. I was talking to my
promise.
cousin, and he was like, "I just started working, and now I'll have to pay this girl's her money for her work uniform." I'm like, "When did you meet her?" Last week. I said,
Why?
"How long she been working there? Why you have to pay for her work uniform?" Like,
Because we know y'all want that knight in shining armor when your car break down. We know that you really saying it to
change that time.
put it out there for a test.
That's true.
Like, oh yeah, woo, my phone bill and this, and you tell us about all our problems.
Like,
And I'm gonna hit you. Dang, that's crazy. Like, I'm
Okay, so let me
gonna
say
hit
this.
you with that. That's crazy.
So let me say this. In the very beginning, it's coming off as begging if a woman
It is big.
brings
That
up,
is
brings up
lightweight
a bill.
begging.
But I'll be honest with you. If at a point where we're like screwing and we're really having sex
Yeah.
like consistently,
Yeah.
there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to bring a solution to my bills.
Like, just tell me how much the pussy
Yeah,
costs
like-
at that point.
That's not true.
No,
mean,
honestly, I kind of like. Let me be honest with you. I kind of like agree with Nikki. I feel like if y'all are having sex now and like consistent to a point where it's like, you know, y'all are having sex, I should not have any problem with, hey, X, Y, and Z.
Because
I
what's
need
the
this.
difference between
There's
what's the
nothing wrong
difference
with that.
between that and what you're going to bring to a marriage?
Right.
Because like you said, you're there to you said the men are
Provide.
the head. So therefore, the men are the ones who are supposed to be bringing the bread to the table. So they're supposed to be relieving things from you.
I think y'all forget that y'all getting sex too. So when can I ask you for the money?
I'll be honest with you.
But do you? You don't want
What?
money.
As a man, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
But you said you didn't
Like-
want money from a woman. You
I
said you
don't.
want her to be docile.
I
So
don't. If
it's two people who want two different things, but they both correlate with what you actually said. It works best in a marriage. So if you're saying that you want a man to be in financial control of a marriage and you want a woman to run the household in the dating stage, why would it be so crazy for a man to expect a woman who does his laundry, cooks for him, and a woman?
That's it. We fucking.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's more. There's more to just fucking than in a relationship.
To who?
So
But you talking about in a relationship?
But not even just in a relationship.
You-
But that's the thing. I think that men don't realize. I mean, and then let me speak from my perspective. The prize for me from a man is not sex.
No.
What a
it's
man
not.
can bring to the table is not dick.
No.
That's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking.
These are
Yeah,
facts.
yeah.
That's not what I'm asking you to bring to the table. I'm asking you to bring solutions.
Yeah.
Solutions to my problems.
Yeah.
So, yes, if I have a financial problem, and the thing is, I think the prize for men is sex. I think that what men want is good vagina. Men want good head. That's what men want. And so, therefore, if you're able to provide that for a man, and what you need the man to do is fix your problems, why are we not trading services?
Listen,
That part.
good sex could be found on the road for $40, baby. It ain't the sex that's keeping you around by far. I promise you that. But I was speaking to what you were saying. You said just because y'all was having sex, he's entitled now. Well, now he's obligated to pay some of these bills. That ain't the same, baby.
Why?
Because I can go buy some pussy for
Well,
$40
yeah,
and not have to pay your $400
I
light
would say
bill.
like pay the bills, but if you have
It's
like
not.
yeah.
I don't. This is
Well,
the thing. Is like, yes and no. I don't. I'm
Yes.
not gonna correlate.
Light bill $400
That's what-
in the winter.
Yeah, people's
Look, girl.
my
Yeah,
gas.
no, winter,
So-
yeah,
shit.
girl.
My gas.
I can show you.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
my
lie.
last bill, I was like, what
At
the
this
fuck?
point, I might
what,
go dig
what
for
we
my.
doing in here?
I might go dig for my own
We got
gas
to start.
because it's not
burn
making
some
sense.
candles right
Girl, get an air heater in this hoe. Cut everything off.
It ain't making
real.
sense.
Like,
It's not- it's
you
not
know what I'm
that.
saying? And just cut
I
everything
know you don't
off.
actually pay bills. I see what you saying.
Yeah.
Shit, it been crazy.
Shit high.
But
yeah.
I don't. That's the thing. I can't correlate just because we're having sex and I ask you for help. Now that means that's correlating with being a prostitute because you're saying like basically she's selling her vagina.
And yeah, and
Yeah, I'd much rather you sell it.
but I'm not okay. What I'm saying, I feel like if you're having sex with a man, you should never be afraid to ask for something. I know a lot of women are having sex with men and afraid to ask for help. What is the point?
So what if? So would you ever? Well,
What?
you're married, but back when you were dating, would you ever just be like, "Hey, I'm hungry. Can you whip me up something to eat?" And if she was like, "If you don't go buy you something, if you don't get you some McDonald's, you don't think that'd be like?"
That's crazy.
Okay.
In my heyday, yeah. But you gotta understand, like, we gonna ask respectfully. But like we gonna keep it like within a frame, like a $20, $40 frame. Like you have women that'll really run the fuck out.
$40. Men be wanting steak,
a
lamb
haircut,
chops,
a steak.
shrimp. And
It's not
steak
a
dessert.
bill though. You got it. Y'all be running out. Y'all don't have no problem with running out.
But my question is why would a person that you care about, why would you not want to make their life easier?
You care about me?
Good question.
No, but
His face.
but my
That you
question,
care about.
yeah. What if she actually cares about you? So the thing is, she's making your life easier by cooking for you. She knows that you've been at work for a long
And
time.
groceries is expensive.
That's what I'm saying. No, and she knows that you've been at work all day, so she's gonna make sure that you have a meal. She's gonna come when she's coming over. When she comes to your place, you've been busy, so she might clean up a little bit.
Or like,
She makes your life easier in ways that you appreciate.
or like, for example, some of y'all don't draft emails well. She over there drafting your emails for you, doing all this stuff. Low-key being an
that's okay.
intern. Low-key being an intern.
But being an intern. But that's my question is
No,
like,
but-
as a man, why would you not want to make a woman's life easier?
No dude gonna have a problem with that.
I think
if
dudes
it's being,
have a problem with making
no,
our lives
if
easier.
it's
I
being
think that's the
listen,
conversation.
Dudes know the value of a good chick. If you over here drafting up this email,
Whoa.
But no, okay, so no, like if you
y'all-
really like
see,
no,
see,
like,
that's
no,
the problem. All y'all
crazy. Like if you're really locked in with somebody, like I have no issue of like
it's
being an
crazy
advisor.
because-
If you want me to proofread, I have no because I fuck with you. Like that's so. How is that a lie?
I could proofread.
Then it's a lot for us to be asking men for money.
No,
that's a lot.
I could
That's a lot.
proofread, but like
now we're
to be a whole secretary.
no, not a whole. Okay,
No, I'm just
mindset.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
How you're
I'm
looking
just
at
kidding.
it?
Just kidding.
Like,
No, because it's crazy. I said, all dudes know the value of a good chick, and y'all bust out the laughing like all y'all was good chicks. See, we don't talk about. I have
okay,
never
I'm
heard.
a good woman. Okay.
No. I'm not saying that y'all not, but I'm just saying I have never heard a woman say that she wasn't a good girl. Like seriously,
she wasn't a good guy.
like she wasn't a good girl. She wasn't a good chick. She wasn't.
I've heard women. I'm a savage. I've heard women.
yeah.
be like,
she
I'm a
probably say
savage.
that to another woman.
No, they'll
but-
say it to me. I'm
No,
a
but
savage.
my question is, okay,
I
like-
argue.
Okay, so what
I heard him
what are the characteristics of a good woman?
Peaceful. I can stop right there. Every dude in the world gonna agree with that. Peaceful.
But men don't be wanting peace though.
Y'all don't want peace.
And not even just
Y'all
that.
don't.
It's so crazy.
Y'all want problems.
Y'all want-
always.
yeah.
It's
Like,
so crazy.
And your idea of peace is chaos.
No, and not even just that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like men, you're right. Men come to women, they're like, you know what? I want peace. Like, I want you to be my peace. But a lot of the time, a man's not a woman's
One's
peace.
They're whole migraine.
Like the thing
Like-
is, it's like y'all like this is what I see a lot in dating. I think that men are takers. I
They
think
never
that men
givers.
take energy.
Yep.
I think that men take time.
Take potential.
I think that men take
Yep.
potential.
Yep.
They take your characteristics.
Absolutely.
And what they don't realize
And they
is
break you down.
now the woman has poured so much into you.
She has nothing
She
left.
has nothing for herself.
Nothing. And nothing to give to the
And
next
then
person.
and then to add to it, men aren't solutions to problems anymore.
No. They are the
they stop
cause of
giving.
the problem.
We losing recipes.
Yeah.
So now,
Like-
not only am I giving, but now I have to figure out for myself my problems.
She didn't say
And
nothing.
my
She didn't tell
issues.
no lie.
So it's like, at what point are men going to be a ray of sunshine for a woman?
Thank you. That's a golden
Can
question.
women, her question is: can women want peace?
Women definitely can want peace.
Can women
Okay,
get
but
peace?
listen, I don't want this to turn into the traditional man woman shit.
yeah.
No.
But it's just so simple. Like the dudes who y'all want peace from got options to get peace from 30 more chicks.
Okay.
My thing is with women, I feel like because there's a lot of good guys out here, and I think that a lot of women do not want good men because that'll make them have to be good women, and y'all don't want to be held to that standard. I'm telling you this right now. I know a lot of good girls. I know a lot of girls who don't want good men because they actually have to be good women. I know some dudes that won't cheat, but now how she gonna fuck off if you ain't fuck off first? You see what I'm saying? So all this, there are good guys. If you want a good guy right now, you can go down to the Salvation Army. He working the register. Y'all don't look. Look, that sounds crazy, don't it?
I didn't say it was
Y'all
crazy.
don't want the good men. Y'all want
who
the
said that?
No, the
Speak for
reason
other
why
people.
is because you just said that if I enter in a relationship with a guy who I'm making more money than if I turn to him and say, "Can you help me with something?" He's
No.
gonna say, "No, you got it."
I didn't say that. I said if you come in with that energy, with the rah-rah.
How will I not have raw energy if I'm paying all the bills and I'm the
Yeah.
alpha woman now and I have financial control?
Yeah.
Listen,
I have to be the
Okay.
alpha woman to make the financial decisions.
listen. check this out. You can make way more money than me. But if you tell me, hey, you head of the household, you leading, I will spend my last so you won't have to spend $10. If I'm gonna be up here, goddamn it, I will spend it all so you won't have to spend $10 of your money. Even if you make more than me. Like, a woman making more than a dude ain't never discouraged a dude. That just means
it's how, like, respect, how she treats them.
Yeah, it's the respect that come with it. But we already know how women act when they got money.
But
they gonna put that shit in your face.
We already know how men act when we have money. So you're okay. I'm not actually.
The thing is, I don't want to turn this into like a man versus woman.
Yeah,
I really don't.
It's really
I don't
not.
either.
I truly don't.
I don't either.
But I do have a question. Whenever it comes to red flags, okay? So like let's say that in this Reese Teesa, she saw a lot of red flags. But do you think it's possible that those red flags could have like been worked on and changed from the man?
Not
No,
in his
he was
situation.
a con artist.
Not in this situation, but in other people's situation. Let's say like a red flag might be, okay, so I find a man and I really like him, but all he has is women that are his friends.
Okay.
That's a red flag for me. It's a red flag for me. I don't feel like a man should have a ton of women friends.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's something that could be worked on?
No, that's not
That's
your
him.
type of guy. That's him.
Yeah, he's
Y'all
always
be-
gonna have women around him.
Y'all be trying to come in and change
Yeah.
too much. Like, we'll do a little overhaul for you, but like once you start messing up the stability of our life, like it asks me to change my friend, and you don't know what these friends was doing for me to be me, because this the friend I talk to, this the friend I get cooking recipes from, this the friend that helped me with my shit going on, and now you remove them 3 pieces and wonder why I ain't the same dude you met at first.
But why can't that woman fill all 3 of those positions for you? I mean,
Most
cooking
women
recipes aren't
don't.
really that hard
What?
to.
Most women,
You just said it was slavery.
listen.
No, exchanging cooking recipes.
No, baby, listen.
I can do that.
Ain't no,
I could be your
Nikki
advice.
said ain't nothing but a Google search.
You don't even want to draft up emails.
I could be
But
your.
you can.
I'm not drafting up emails in the first 30 days. I'm just not.
I didn't say I was doing that in the first 30 days.
I mean, like, there's just certain things that. That's the thing. I think that there's levels to
you
dating.
can't be everything. First
Yeah.
of all, I like what you ain't. Okay? I like what you ain't. Because I just need you to contribute to things that I need. Now, if I already got some of these things in my friends, I probably don't need you for these. But the minute you go trying to take away some of these, now I'm putting more on you and you don't have that ability. Now she just getting like it's I hate to use this example, but it's so real. When Tiger Woods got caught with all them white women, he got caught cheating. It's a reason why he never won a bunch of championships after that. He just started losing all of a sudden. Because when he got caught, these women, they was doing all his shit was out of whack. He want the same person. Some dude
So
need multiple
parts that he needed to win.
Yeah. Some dude need that.
See, sex is really the prize for men.
It's crazy.
I want to say it was sex. Like, some chicks have, like, I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all box be trash, G. We just ain't gonna tell y'all. Ain't no dude ever want to break a female down to the point where you like, man, your pussy broke.
My question is, why would you keep going back?
Conveniency. You ever pay for a $5 roll of toilet paper at the corner store? That's it.
To go out your way to go to the corner store and
No,
pass Walmart.
the corner store is right
Instead of
here.
just going to Sam's and getting like
The corner store down on the corner. Walmart down the street. It's cheaper at Walmart, but I'm going to just go get it from right here because it's close to the house. A lot of y'all are convenient.
Sounds like laziness.
Yeah, it's lazy, but it's convenient. So we'll fuck with some weak ass coochie for some conveniency. Oh, shit, ain't nobody else hitting up. I don't want to take 30 mile ride to Fort Worth to get some pussy. Shit, I'm going to just go down the street.
Wow.
Conveniency. That's how much we value sex. It only got to be the best.
Wow.
The prize.
Which is a prize. I'm telling y'all,
prize.
It's
that's
not.
a prize.
Yeah. So
Because I don't think
learned a lot.
Because women are not going to go out their way for dick that's not good. That's not good.
I'll be honest
They're
with
not.
you. They're not.
Yeah.
And you know what the crazy part is? I think
I don't know.
No,
I heard
unless
stories.
there's another emotional tie. It has to be
Yeah.
and
something
not
else
even
outside
emotional
of it.
tie. That's the thing. I truly think that women will go to bat for a man that, like I said, is relieving problems in their life.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
More than they would go, like, even if he had bad dick.
Y'all
She
gotta-
would still go to bat for him, because the thing is, you are taking care of so many other things in my life that for me, like, sex is like, that's kind of, it's not like number one on my list.
Y'all gotta start rewarding y'all men for cheating.
Rewarding him for cheating.
Yes.
Before we wrap up, can you explain that?
Yeah.
It's like,
No, actually, and explain the receipts thing too on here.
Okay, I'll explain the keep your receipt policy because it's gonna go all the way left.
No, what do you mean rewarded? No, please, just to give it.
Okay.
Because I need to.
So the reward system is like, yo, dude, he beat the odds. Let me tell you this. Okay, let's say your dude was texting her. All right, it's 30 niggas in her DM right now on Instagram. It's 200 niggas in her phone, and out of all the niggas that she could have fucked, she picked your nigga.
That's embarrassing.
No, that's your dude is high value. He's wanted out here.
He's easy. He's a slut. He's a
Oh, we
whore.
all
yeah,
easy.
he's a whore.
He's a
Dudes
whore.
are
He's
easy.
That's not high value.
That's what, if
That's
the
not
same
high
thing we said for a
value.
woman, it
I
would
ain't
be
gonna say
yeah,
high
you're such a
value
whore.
as
yeah,
in
let's use a
traditional
different
sense.
word.
I ain't gonna say,
easy.
but listen, he's a prize pick, and much
He's
as y'all,
actually not a prize.
much
pick.
as y'all say y'all don't,
He's an embarrassment.
No, he's thirsty.
See, I don't think you understand how women view. Women do not want a guy
Yes, y'all do.
that any woman can have.
No,
Maybe
that's
every
the
woman
problem.
wants, but not every woman can have.
That's the problem.
That's two different things.
That's the problem.
I
That's
would
why we
rather
said that we will never fight a woman over a man, because the moment I feel like I'm fighting over my man, you're not my man.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
rather it be like,
I don't want
wow.
something everyone wants.
man, fellas, cheat on them, make them feel like they don't love hip hop, like they love that shit. Cause like I'm telling you right now, y'all ain't gonna never admit it, but some women love being on their toes. They love when it's another
Crisis
woman in
and
the
chaos.
mix. Some women love it. I do not know why. I can't explain.
You're right.
it.
And some
These are the men
love-
that's supposed to be bringing us peace, y'all. It's crazy.
And
Yeah.
these are the men that want peace.
These are the
And
men that
bringing
want peace.
solutions to
When
life.
I say they want problems, this
Yeah. Some men, so then what I've gotten from this is like men thrive in crisis and chaos and want peace behind it. That's so odd.
is. No, but I'm sure for some women, maybe.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm
No,
not.
I know. I hear someone like, I love the thrill. Like, what
Here's the
thrill?
thing.
Like,
Because here's the thing. I feel like you would not have that theory if you haven't dealt with women that maybe thrived off of that.
You got a whole show.
But I'll be honest with you. A majority of the women don't want that. A majority of the women don't. Actually, women like boring.
No, they don't.
I disagree. I'm not gonna.
I
lie.
think-
I don't like boring.
No,
I think that some women like boring.
No,
and you know
I
what?
like
and
action.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Like
I
good type of
truly
action.
feel like women should start dating more boring men.
No.
And I
agree.
only say this
Date
because
'em.
I'll be honest with you. Like, a boring man is truly gonna the peace that we want. That's where you're gonna find your peace
True.
at.
But a lot of us say date boring men, and you're dating a boring man, and you're trying to leave.
I
He's
hate.
so boring.
And maybe that
He doesn't want to do the things that you're used to doing, like
I
traveling
wish
and all
black
that
women
stuff.
would
That's boring life.
date out their race a little bit more.
I need a
and-
balance.
Huh?
I was telling her I need a man that's like balanced. I can't do all the way boring person.
No, I said I wish black women would date out their race a little bit more. Just so y'all can get a feel for what, cause it's so much that y'all want, and the feel's so limited. Like the
black
more
man
you
can
want, like
provide.
let's say you want a 6'7" dude, it's kind of like a Pornhub filter. The more shit you
yeah.
click, the more results with the less
the
results.
results you get.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you want love. Okay? If love, that is the goal. I tell all my sisters, like, cuz I understand you might want to date black, but babe, I just want you to be taken care of and loved and all the above. If a black man can't give it to you,
Right.
don't worry about that.
But which we can touch base on later, but that's something to digest. Why can't more black men give that to black women? The thing is, because I feel like black women can give that to black men. But why is it that less and less black men are able to give that to women?
It's chaos. It's chaos down there, bro. Them y'all words. It's chaos. Like, I'm telling you what it is with the difficult shit.
Yeah.
And it's y'all too strong, bro. Like it's kind of almost.
So are basically you're saying that a black man's weak?
No, it's just no. Like it's kind
Mentally
of like
weak?
you dating a homeboy. It's not like that you weak. It's like no dude want to come home and be challenged every day.
I feel that.
We go out there and fight the world. We got to come home to you acting
I don't like
a pit
this
bull.
narrative because that's always constantly
and
being
now
spit
that-
about black women. Like, we're not a challenge when you come home, but if you create a challenging environment, that is where the challenge comes.
I think where the issue is
like
that
what?
I think that where the issue is like we're correlating challenge with a woman having a voice.
Yeah,
And
like
I don't think just because every time a woman speaks doesn't mean she's gonna challenge you.
It's not. Y'all. I don't know. It'll take. I had to go to Hawaii to see. Okay, I never dated like no other women outside my race. I dated one time my wife, and that was like the woman I stuck with. But I was there for 8 years, and it's like the women.
Is your wife Hawaiian?
Yeah, it's
Making
night
sense.
and day. It's night and day. Like y'all just naturally more dominant, and you know y'all. A lot of y'all that have your dad is in your life, so y'all had to be
That's
that.
not true.
No, I'm saying I'm from there. I'm from the environment where this all that happened. Well, there was no daddy present, so y'all grew up tough, and it's not appealing to a dude who trying to be masculine himself and my girl masculine. We both making masculine decisions. It ain't no balance.
But you put a baby in her. Doesn't matter.
Like, but my thing is though too, like, then there should be some level of understanding. Then why I feel like just how people are like a black woman understands a black man. A black man should understand a black woman. What we face every day.
Yeah.
Y'all's problems, we go through the same thing y'all do. Y'all, we are fighting. You know what's crazy? Our problems are kind of to me more challenging than y'all's. You talking about you fighting the world every day? We fighting the world too.
We don't
So I feel
need
like
two. We don't
No, but
need
I'm
two
just saying-
fighters.
True, but I'm just saying, like, there should be some understanding from the man's perspective. Like, dang, like, she's going through this stuff too. Like, why does it only need to be understanding from the woman and not the man?
I'm not saying
I'm
that.
so confused
and
about
see, that's
that.
what I'm saying. It's gonna create friction
Okay,
in the household. It really is.
that's crazy.
I don't
Like,
know if
everyone,
we'll-
I feel like, honestly, I think the more, like, to tie all this together, I think a lot of people just need to go get some healing done and, like, really do some self-development, character development.
Don't
really
say mental health, please.
It's not that too, because I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of people need to go work out some traumas, and you will start thinking and seeing things a little bit differently.
Honestly, I really feel like people should just date who they like.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and who
That
they
too.
and who they're similar with.
Yeah, and who they're aligned to. Because
Yeah.
I feel like you were looking for a certain dynamic and
Yeah.
you found somebody who fits into that. In the same way that you have that mindset for which one to marry, there are a lot of men who probably don't share that mindset with you. And maybe that'll be like more evenly yoked with type of people who we look for in relationships. So I think it's just like difference of mind.
yeah.
I agree.
But honestly, y'all, this was a great episode. 2K, thank you for coming on.
I love.
A lot of different perspectives. I know our listeners and viewers are going to be like, wow, what the hell? But it was awesome. Like, I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed this conversation. And
cool.
hopefully you can come on again and meet Crystal and Jori. Shout out to them. They're not here today. And this is your girl, Paulette. Before I sign out, please follow us on @PettyPartyPod on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. 2K, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere on Talks with 2K.
Okay. And then Love and Zip Hop.
Not Talks.
Talk
Okay,
to
cool.
2K.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And so, y'all, it's been honestly a great episode. Tune into 2K's content. Is pretty awesome. He's great. He's on Facebook too, y'all. So check him out on there. And it's your girl, Paulette, signing out. Holla.
Bye, y'all. It's your girl, Shell. Thank you again, 2K, for the respectful conversation. I had a lot of fun. You know, can't wait to have you back.
And it's your girl, Just Nick, signing out. Make sure you watch us in 4K on YouTube. And big things, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, interact with us. So that way we know what to do moving forward.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T.